Okay. So today we'll be talking about the Metta Practice. So let me just say a little bit now, and then we'll start to understand this practice. So what is loving kindness practice? It is this natural movement in the heart of well-wishing, that movement in the heart that wants to wish well, and that deep, genuine caring and friendliness to yourself and also to all beings. All beings. Metta is an aspiration. The idea is that love is unconditional. In other words, if you don't like me or if you're rude to me, the ideal is that we still wish you well. We still have this deep friendliness towards you. It's unconditional. It's not dependent upon you liking me or not. That's the ideal. And also it's without limit. It's boundless. It also doesn't depend on me liking you or agreeing with you. Or these two aspects, boundlessness and unconditionality. That's the ideal, and that's what we are aspiring toward. And one way of doing this or moving toward this ideal is like it's like stepping stones. We break it down, or we start with like all beings, which is a tall order. So we'll just start where it's relatively easy and then expand it outward in stages. So we bring in different categories. We start with the self. All right, maybe the easiest person. We start there. All right, so we start with two categories of beings, the self, and then whoever we find easiest to extend metta toward. And then as we expand our metta practice, we bring in other categories. So today we'll just have those two categories. But you can also be very flexible. You can spend an entire session extending metta toward the easiest person. All right, but I encourage you to start wherever it's easiest. So if starting with the self is difficult, instead start with whoever is easiest. Get the small fire stoking and burning. I really want to give the sense of being responsive, being flexible, and finding out whatever works best for you. And then just start expanding outward from there. Okay. So for some people, it's easy to direct metta toward themselves. For other people, it's not easy. So be flexible, be responsive, and if it's not easy, start with the easiest person. This other person should be whoever is it's easiest, even if it doesn't make sense to you why they're easy. Just the reason is not important. It's about whatever feels easy. Perhaps it's not even a person. It could be a memory. It could be with a pet, a loved companion. really, really important for me, really important aspect in growing in this practice and developing this practice is playfulness and enjoyment and creativity. Be okay to just play. Give yourself permission to play. In the meditation we'll be doing, well, there will be phrases, right? But there's also the possibility of doing metta in any number of ways. The phrases that embody loving kindness. We each have our primary phrases that work for us. For other people, it might be something different. It might be just visual. They might not like phrases, and so they just visualize another person. Like we imagine another person bathed in light, which means love. For another person, it might be very somatically based, right? That metta might be in a felt sense in the body. The sense of the body, the energy of the body, and that love. Imagine the feeling of love. That love radiating out from the body. For other people, it might be a devotional practice like a deity or a revered teacher. Right? Perhaps for me, it's like Shanti Deva. Okay? For other people, it might be Jesus. Just something that just embodies that fullness of metta, of loving kindness that can channel this feeling. It could be any one of these phrases, visualization, body sense, phrases, the deity. The point is, it can be creative. It can be a combination. You might be doing the phrases and the body sense, or some other combination. And if you're using the phrases of loving kindness, I'd recommend just a couple. No more than 3 or 4, whatever you can remember. The ones that we'll be offering, or I'll be offering today. May I be safe and protected. May you be safe and protected. May I be filled with love. May I be peaceful. May I live with love and ease. But there's many different phrases you can use. But the point is, what works for you? And when you think or imagine these words, they resonate for you. For example, that second one, may I or you be filled with love. Maybe for some people that doesn't work. And that's okay. So if it doesn't work for you, leave it or change it. Other people, they can't use the word happiness. So instead use something else, like may you be filled with joy. Right? But these phrases be meaningful to you and that you can connect with. These phrases also need to be general. For instance, you might have something particular going on. Maybe you're having financial difficulties, or all right. So the phrase, may I become richer, that's too specific. Or if you've lost a job, may I find a job. But that's much too specific. The phrase applies to anyone, everywhere, all the time. It's the most general phrase. You also need to be careful with phrases about where you're coming from. Like, may I live with ease and kindness. Be careful that there's not a corrective agenda creeping in. All right? Maybe when we say, may I be kind, make sure there's not an agenda that's creeping in subtly. Like when we say, may I be kind, that's saying, I don't feel kind. I want to be kind, but I should be kind. Be careful with that secret agenda. So really practice sensitivity. Notice where it's coming from and the energy behind it, and intentionality. This is not a corrective agenda. It's a well-wishing. So, in a way, the phrases are important. And so, if some of you have a long history of metta practice, or others may be relatively new, the phrases, though, are important. And just find out what works for you. Whatever works for you. Eventually what happens is the whole thing becomes more quiet, more subtle, more energetic, if you like. And as we keep saying about the body, get the body involved. It's the body sense that is like the central like resonance of the whole practice, the body sense. For some people, this happens right away. For other people, it's a journey, but this is a journey. So take your time, find the phrases that really work for you, but also, all right, don't strive, don't struggle. Don't worry about it too much. And I could say a lot here, but I'll leave some for another meditation. One very important piece, we're not putting the heart under pressure. We're not putting consciousness under pressure. Very much the spirit that we're doing this is also as kind, as gentle, as supportive as possible. So at times, when you do this metta practice, there can be a sense of metta. You actually feel the warmth coming in. Perhaps the body becomes a little more open, lighter, softer. Maybe the very strong feeling of metta at times. Maybe there is the emotion and the felt experience of metta. Maybe at times, but also like any and all other emotions, that also is impermanent. No one can keep that somatic sense of metta going all the time. So, like everything else, it's impermanent. Not to become too holed up on that. When the feeling of loving kindness is there, that field of energy in the body, you actually experience that live, that openness, and to notice that and open to it and enjoy it, savor it, really feel it in the body, but it can't be there all the time. And when it's not there, don't be bothered by it. You're just planting the seeds of intention for kindness, just like a gardener plants seeds and then has faith that if I just through the phrases, through devotion, through the somatic sense, the visualization, I'm planting seeds and the seeds will do the work. And those seeds may sprout. They might sprout sooner, others later. So there's a very spacious orientation toward this practice of metta. But also don't judge the practice too quickly. We're just planting seeds, and don't force the timing. There really is an element of trust. Just trust in it. But when there is a feeling of opening, loving, feeling it in your body, really savor it. Okay. So I'll say again, this quality of creativity, quality of playfulness. Allow yourself to just find out what works for you. Sometimes a person might be like a visual artist, and so they assume that, right, a visualization might be the best, but it's not. Just play with it. There's just the phrases, the visualization, the kinetic sense. Just play with one or a combination. Be curious. Be open. And if you're doing the visualization, let's talk about this now. If you're doing the visualization, it doesn't have to be like a digital photo quality that's really, really clear. It's more just you're getting a sense of the other being, just a sense of your body, a sense of that light permeating. That's good enough. It's not necessarily about the clarity of the visualization. It's about what supports the stream of kindness. And you might even imagine like a light, a radiant light in your center of your body, like the soft glow that comes off a bonfire. And that glow is radiating out. Yeah. And that glow surrounds and showers the other person or other people in that light. The clarity of the body sense is also important. We'll come back to that. And when the heart softens, maybe the body image softens. So as we go deeper into this meditation, there might be just a softening in this body sense. Okay, so with that, let's just go ahead and get started with a guided meditation on this Metta practice. So it's really important for this practice that the body feels very comfortable. So if there's any pain in the body, slowly, intentionally move the body to a more comfortable position. So invite in that posture. Just invite in the posture that reflects the mind and heart. The posture that holds and supports the body, running through the body. A posture that is both alert, yet also relaxed. That's attentive and yet open, receptive, and sensing the body sense opening upright, alert, yet also soft, relaxed, receptive. So settling into the posture, just feel the sense of sitting, this experience of just being here. You're suffusing the entire body with awareness. Feel the contact, maybe your sits bone, the seat, or your feet and the floor. Feel the touch of fabric on skin, the caress of air. Feeling the hands. Very lightly, very gently. Bring your attention to your heart center. Center of your chest. Maybe there might not be anything going on right now, but just allow your attention to settle gently in the center of the chest, the heart center. Without any expectation, no force, no pressure. And again, is it possible to open up your space of attention to also just include the entire body, the whole field of the experience of the body, the energy of the entire body? You can even allow the heart center of your chest to be the center of this balloon of attention that is the whole body. The heart is the center of this entire field of experience. Really push out the edges of that bubble of awareness. Now just fill in to the totality of that, the space, that field of energy that is the entire body. Just notice and be curious about how it feels. Notice if there's any tiredness, and if that tiredness is there, that space may contract. Just keep stretching that balloon out. You'll notice that it contracts. Just opening. Every time you notice the balloon contract to a thought or a sight or a smell or sound, or maybe a unpleasant sensation in the body, again, just expand the awareness to include the entire body. So just as best as you can right now, just get a sense of that balloon, that bubble of energy that is the entire body. Notice the texture of that energy. And welcoming that energy, allowing it. Is there a sense of holding this entire field of experience? Get a sense that the entire body is held in your awareness, held and just welcomed. Whatever arises in that field, body, heart, mind, whatever arises is allowed and also just held. No pushing away, no grabbing onto, just received. You're just sitting in the sense of this entire being held, genuinely cared for, caring for the body. Inviting in whatever is arising in this space of awareness right now. Now, very gently, just an invitation to drop into this space. Drop into this space that embody a deep friendliness, a genuine concern for yourself, a genuine caring for yourself. Stay sensitive to the whole body. And wishing oneself well. May I be protected, safe, offer this kindness to the heart, the mind, the entire being. May I be filled with love, May I be peaceful. May I live with kindness, with ease. This entire body and being embraced with kindness and tenderness. This entire body and being touched with gentleness, concern. Become aware of your natural, beautiful desire, aspiration for well-being. Sense this within yourself and wishing yourself well, genuinely caring for this being. Staying gently, lightly connected to this whole space, the entire energy, vibration of the body, very light, very gentle, just suffusing the energy of the entire body with your awareness. You might find it helpful to just gently repeat these phrases of well-wishing, these kindly, gentle phrases of metta to yourself. No demanding, no putting the heart under pressure. Just patiently offering these phrases, no expectations, no demands. These phrases are like a gentle rain, just touching and seeping into and through the entire body. It's like you're slipping into a warm bath and submerging in well-wishing. No pressure. There will always be times when there's no sense of kindness or warmth that's present. This isn't a problem. The Buddha once said, drop by drop, the bucket is filled. Just gently connecting with this well-wishing toward yourself. This genuine concern for oneself. You're honoring your wish for well-being, for inner ease, inner peace, for freedom. May I be protected and safe. May I be filled with love. May I be joyful. May I be peaceful. May I live with kindness. You're planting the seeds of well-wishing over and over and over again. Just planting the seeds gently with as much care as possible right now. Just gently planting the seeds. Being sensitive to the entire body, just noticing the energy of the entire body, noticing the texture. You might be visual in your imagination. So for those who are visual, you might see in your mind's eye, you might imagine the space of the entire body, the entire space of the entire body permeated with a bright, clear light, and that light surrounds, pervades the entire being, the entire body. This is the light of loving kindness. This light is healing, and it saturates, touching, pervading the entire being with concern, care, tenderness. And then be curious, what's helpful for you right now? What's genuinely helpful for you right now? Now, take a moment and see if you can bring into consciousness, into the heart, a sense or image of someone who it would be the easiest being to wish well to. That you think of this person or their animal or being, it's no complication. The heart wants to open. The heart finds it easy to offer this well-wishing to whoever, whatever that is, simple and easy, and just stay sensitive to your entire space of your entire body, that whole balloon, and offer this well-wishing, this kindness, this metta to this other being. Remember, you can offer this loving kindness with that light, that clear, tender, shining light. That light moving from your own body to touch them. Or you might offer it through the phrases, the light, or the body somatic sensation of love moving from you to them, or the phrases, whatever works best for you. May you be protected. May you be safe. May you be filled with love. May you be peaceful. May you live with kindness and ease. Sensing this other being's goodness and wishing them well. Wishing them ease and peace. Wishing them love and joy. Allowing that entire being's body to be bathed with the light of your metta, their entire being supported and touched with your love and joy. Now, when you feel ready, allow the image or sense of that other being to fade and return to the energy field of the entire body, this being, this body, this being and presence right here, right now. Feel in and be sensitive to that entire space, open, alive. And may all beings be loved and love in return. Thanks for your practice. Have a beautiful day.